Welcome back, Tulare fans. Today we're going to be discussing intranet service and how to configure it. So what does intranet service mean? Well, intranet service, between the two Tulares is the conduit service. Intranet service is between a Tulare site and a non-Tulare site, right? So why would I need it? Well, this MPLS is shared by all three of these sites. The Tulare site, the non-Tulare site, and this Tulare site. Well, what happens if all the Tulare sites and the non-Tulare site are trying to get bandwidth from this site over here? What happens? They all say, hey, give me some of this bandwidth here. Well, what happens is we need a way to manage that bandwidth and differentiate. We easily can say, okay, well, this is the Tulare site over here. I know that because of the subnets and associated with that Tulare. I'm always talking to them. But over here, I don't know the subnets, and I don't know how to manage that bandwidth and keep it divvied up like it's supposed to be, how I've been provisioned, which is another video, how it's been provisioned on this WAN link to ensure that I don't overrun the WAN link or oversubscribe. And that way I can measure the SLA and ensure you're getting every bit, every drop of bandwidth that you're paying for. So this is what the intranet service comes down to. Alright, let's get it configured. Alright, so we're going to go down to connections, and we'll go down to San Jose, and intranet service. We'll add an intranet service. And we get some warnings, right? Because we've added it, but we haven't added it to a WAN link yet. It's just there. So there's some basic settings with the intranet service. Enable primary reclaim. That's if you had two of them. If you had MPLS on one link and a VPN on another, you would have an enable primary reclaim. Default set. We're not adding any rules to this. Ignore WAN link status. This has to do with routes and how we treat the routes if a WAN link goes dead. But we're going to leave these on the defaults because this is just a basic setup. Alright, we're going to say close. Alright, and then we're going to go to WAN links here. We got what we need there. And this is what we do here on your MPLS. We are going to say it's on. Right? This is where the intranet service is going to live, on the MPLS. Alright? And there you have it. So we know that when I look at here, my intranet to get to this site needs to go via my MPLS router. My MPLS cloud is coming up here and then to here, right? So we know that beyond a shadow of a doubt. So what I need to do now is say, well, what subnets? What subnets live over here or anywhere else? And now I'm just going to do a /8 because even though there's only 3 sites, let's pretend there's a lot more, and we will add a route to the San Jose that says anything destined for the 10/8 is going to be an intranet route. 10/8 intranet route. Anything more specific. See how the gateway IP address went away? It already knows the gateway is that MPLS link. It doesn't need to know anything else. Alright, but any more specific routes are going to be shared between those Tulare. So I already got the Tulare routes down. That's fine. And that is the configuration of intranet. So again, I could do a secondary intranet service, do a primary reclaim, things like that, but that's the nuts and bolts of it. And so have fun, get to Tulare, and thank you for your time.